If you look at most complex animals on Earth, they follow the same basic structural logic. They rely on a single centralized brain to process information, a rigid internal skeleton to hold their physical shape, and a circulatory system built around iron-rich red blood. The octopus operates outside the standard blueprint, functioning without a single bone, a red-blooded heart, or a centralized nervous system. Their internal architecture diverges so far from our own that studying them feels like analyzing life from another planet. Its existence forces us to reconsider the established guidelines for how complex life is supposed to survive, grow, and evolve. Down in the high-pressure, often harsh environments of the deep ocean, the octopus has developed an anatomy built for extreme adaptation. This diagram shows their cardiovascular system, which uses 3 distinct hearts to pump copper-based blue blood through the body. Because they lack a rigid skeleton, they can compress their massive shapes to squeeze through rocky gaps as tiny as a coin. They can also change their skin color, texture, and pattern in less than a single second to blend into their surroundings. Instead of relying on thick armor or heavy skeletal structures like other marine predators, their entire physical form prioritizes absolute fluidity and immediate environmental adaptation. This physical flexibility is matched by an equally strange nervous system. Rather than relying on one brain, they operate using 9. This distributed neural network features a central primary brain linked to 8 independent brains inside each arm. Because of this layout, every single arm can taste, touch surfaces, and make independent decisions without waiting for instructions from the central hub. And if one of those autonomous arms is severed by a predator, the entire structure completely regenerates in just a few months. This architecture makes them incredibly intelligent, solving puzzles and opening jars, escaping aquariums, and recognizing faces is a simple task for them. High-level problem-solving and advanced cognition clearly do not require the centralized mammalian brain blueprint we usually associate with consciousness. While their anatomy is strange, their most significant biological anomaly happens at the microscopic level. For nearly all creatures on Earth, DNA and RNA act as fixed instruction manuals. An organism is born with a specific genetic code, and that code dictates its traits. Octopuses possess the unique capability to edit their own RNA, altering their genetic instructions on the fly. When water temperatures drop or ocean conditions shift, they actively change their genetic output to adapt their internal biology to those immediate stressors. The octopus actively hacks its own biological source code to dominate its environment. Given their 3 hearts, 9 brains, and the ability to edit their own genetics, it is easy to wonder if they originally came from another planet. This evolutionary timeline shows that the cephalopod lineage separated from our own path over 600 million years ago. That massive span of time makes their biological architecture incredibly ancient, older than almost any other recognizable life form on Earth today. They are not cosmic invaders. They represent a successful, completely independent evolutionary experiment in alternative intelligence. We do not need to look at the stars to search for alien life. An entirely distinct, intelligent species has been living right underneath us in the deep oceans this entire time.